So, really want to talk about this movie I just watched
All right.
that came out years ago.
Okay.
Called
I want to talk about a movie I tried to watch, but let's hear about your
Okay.
movie.
And I just want to talk about one particular scene from this movie.
All right.
It's called The Company Man. Ben Affleck, Tommy Lee Jones, Chris.
I just watched The Accountant again.
A great movie.
Yeah.
But this kind of like takes place a few years back whenever the economy was shit. Not
Not
like
now.
how it is now.
Yeah.
It's great. But when like all these like major corporations, people were losing their jobs, and so Ben Affleck, Tommy Lee Jones, and Chris Cooper is the other guy. They all work for this big corporation.
They're company men.
They're company men, and then some shit happens. They're losing money, so Ben Affleck gets fired first, and then eventually the other two get fired as well. But then it's just all about like how this has affected like them and their lives and their families, and it's three white rich men that are now still pretty much white rich men.
Yeah.
A little less.
But they got fired.
They got fired.
Yeah.
Ben Affleck's like the least rich white man of the three.
Okay.
But anyway, so here's the scene.
He's from Boston.
Here's the scene I wanted to talk to. So like
right.
Ben Affleck's trying to find a job.
They took his job.
They took his job, and his son, he's at his house, and his son comes into the room where him and his wife were talking after he's like made a phone call about I think like a late payment to a credit card or something. Anyways, and his son is like,
Wait. You got to make payments to credit cards?
you don't have to.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't have to. They ask you to.
There's magic cards that just you get stuff for free?
Yeah. You don't
Alright.
actually have to pay those off. If they ever call you about any of it, just pretend like you have no clue what their company is.
Most times I don't have to pretend about not having a clue.
There's one in particular that, and this is satire that I'm about to say, that way it can't be used against me. But there's one credit card company, debt collector now,
This gets played in court.
that called, and I accidentally answered it because I thought it was somebody else. Because I was expecting a call from basically a customer's parent. But, and then, like, so I owe this other company money that I'm not going to say the name of them, because then that would be admitting I know what they are. But and it's a very well-known company that everybody knows. I don't, though. And I just flat out refuse to acknowledge I even knew what that was.
Never heard
I
of
didn't
it.
understand the concept of why they existed.
Yeah.
And it just flabbergasted the person. And
Well, that was the old Josh. Dude, you can't be held accountable
So anyway,
for that guy.
in this movie, right? So he's his son. He's like 12. He asks, if Ben Affleck's character, his dad, can give him a ride over to his friend's house or whatever. And Ben Affleck's like, no, I'm busy right now. Like, can you not sit, whatever?
Yeah.
And the kid kind of turns. He's like, whatever. And he kind of turns, and, like, kind of hits the wall. So then, Affleck's like,
Been there.
Affleck's like, hey, why don't you just play, just hang out here and play some Xbox? And he's
Yeah.
like, and he names off a game. He names off one, and he's like, play some Halo. And the kid just ignores him and keeps going up to his room. And he's like, hey, you're not listening, whatever. And he turns around to his wife, and he's like, what the fuck's up with him? And this overly dramatic scene, she then says, he returned the Xbox. And Ben Affleck's like, what do you mean? And she's like, it was his idea. He came to me and asked if he could return it. She's like, because he understands it's better than you do. We can't afford the Xbox. And Ben Affleck's like, oh. And she's like, yeah, we returned it. We just can't afford the Xbox right now. And then it just moves on to the next scene. I have so many questions.
What?
At the beginning of the movie, he's driving a Porsche.
Yeah.
He's making, I believe he said, $160,000 a year.
Okay.
Lives in this very nice house, all kinds of nice things. Is like goes to a private club to golf. And I get that he's lost his job.
Yeah.
He's trying to get back. Did they rent the Xbox from like Rent-A-Center? Is that what they're trying to say? Because if you buy an Xbox outright,
I think you can just take it back. Like
you can afford, like you
Yeah,
have
you
it.
can't
It's
take it back,
yours.
yeah.
You're not. Why are you making payments on the Xbox? And even if like they try to tie it in with like that's the credit card that we paid for it with, you can't just take the Xbox back to the store and then the credit card company be like, oh well, you gave it back to the store.
We'll
so,
give you a week.
Yeah, you're good now. We don't owe us anything. Yeah, it just came out of absolutely nowhere. Where it's just like I said,
An Xbox is like a couple $100.
yeah. And once you buy it, it's yours. So that's why the only thing I can think of is they got it from Rent-A-Center. And they're making payments.
Big
on it.
mistake.
But,
you pay like 4 times as what it's worth.
That can't be the case because he bought a fucking Porsche.
Yeah, take the Porsche back.
Or that he did get.
Well, I'm sure he's getting unemployment too.
Yeah, he got like however many weeks paid, 12 weeks paid, and then another.
Why just shows how dumb kids are?
Another additional something where, and like I forgot, like big companies do this.
Yeah.
They send you to like a middle ground type thing where you're like able to use their office.
You're hunted by the richer people.
And you're hunted by the richer people. It's pretty awesome.
Oh yeah.
That's the way I would want to be.
Ben Affleck, he's a big guy too, so he'd probably be easy to get.
That's definitely how I'd want to be fired.
Yeah.
Like, we're gonna let you go. We're gonna give you 2 weeks to survive though. And
like
then
we're sending you on a work trip,
yeah.
and you don't know till you get there.
Yeah. Oh, that's.
Oh yeah.
But there is a scene in it.
But there will be an Xbox there.
Yeah, I won't have to return it. It's mine. Like, if I quit my job tomorrow, of all the things I have, I could keep my Xbox. Like, I wouldn't have to return my things. Like,
yeah.
That's not how it works.
Just stop spending money moving forward.
Yeah.
And your Xbox would help because you'd be like, well, I'll just stay home and catch up on all these games. Because you get video. Yeah.
It would have made more sense if she said, like, he sold the Xbox.
Yeah.
Like, he
just
sold
took it back.
Yeah, he returned it? Like, what are we talking about? And it wasn't even like there was
I'm not going to watch that movie now.
It wasn't
of that
even
scene.
like there was a scene earlier in the movie like where they had just bought it for him.
Yeah,
right? Like on the day that he
I know it's tight right now. He's been so good. We bought him this Xbox.
Like it would have, like maybe if they would have like the day that he got fired, the night before it was like the kid's birthday and he got the Xbox.
I bet he traded for drugs. That's just what he
Probably.
said.
Fucking drugs.
That's why he's so moody.
Then before that, I watched Manchester by the Sea.
Yeah.
Casey Affleck. And,
You're all about the Afflecks, aren't you?
Yeah. It was big Affleck night in this house.
Yeah.
But man, that movie's good.
Never seen that.
Sad as shit though, kind of like it's just
because
like
they take an Xbox back.
Yeah, they have to return the Xbox to the sea. No, it's like so Casey Affleck is like just this dude, of course, living in Boston.
Yeah.
Because and then company men took place in Boston because if you're an Affleck, you're in Boston.
Oh yeah, you
nowhere else.
You have an ankle monitor on, ankle monitor like type deal.
But yeah, so he's just like a janitor. He's like a custodian working in.
Is he really smart?
No, this wasn't Good Will Hunting.
Okay.
I kind of thought that's where it was going at first. No, he's just like lives in this apartment building and like he's like the maintenance guy. Then he gets a call that his brother's died, so like he ends up basically becoming his brother in his will or whatever. Basically, he's now like his nephew's guardian, and he's like, oh, what the fuck? And so
what the fuck?
It kind of shows you, like, goes back and shows you stuff. So like, he like lost his kids very tragically, and like his whole life's just basically dog shit.
Yeah.
And now you got this like 16-year-old kid that's kind of a, entitled asshole still.
Yeah.
And anyways,
teenagers.
but there's like that movie, even like that responsibility of suddenly like being some kid's dad while you're trying to handle your brother just died, your kids, like that hit me pretty hard just because. And then like of all the things in Company Men, there's a scene where like Ben Affleck's looking at his son because his son thinks that like the issues are that his mom and dad are like fighting and going to get a divorce.
Yeah.
And he's just like, I lost my job. He's like, it's, the kid's like, are you going to be able to get it back? Are you going to be able to get another one or whatever? And he's like, yeah, buddy. He's like, you don't have to worry about me. And he's like looking at him, and there's like a scene where he's looking at his son like, more of just a kid.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I wonder like if there was any point in my life where my dad looked at me and
didn't hate
me, or like, I just wonder like what that's like as like a parent.
Yeah.
Like looking at your kids and all of a sudden you're like, you're a grown up.
Yeah.
Which I'm sure
Yeah, I got one, 13.
Yeah.
Almost as tall as I am. Super smart, super aware.
Yeah.
But still believes in Santa Claus.
Well,
it's the weirdest fucking thing.
that's pretty awesome. I think.
Yeah. She's like a person I can talk to and like can tell when I'm like have feelings and emotions. She like sees me as a human too, and a person, not just like that. But then she also believes in Santa Claus.
You should just go ahead and like
tell her.
No. I think you should just like completely embrace that she still believes and just like start talking about Santa like you still believe in Santa.
Oh yeah.
Like
I don't usually say anything.
Just have random conversations. They're like, "What do you think Santa's doing?"
What do you think that fat bastard's up to?
So it's almost July. How ready do you think Santa is right now? Like, you think he's halfway ready, or
he's halfway there?
A little ahead of schedule. What do you think?
Santa Claus is real.
So yeah. What movie did you watch? To watch?
Well, I did watch Fifth Element finally. Great movie.
You've never seen it, that's crazy.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. Bruce Willis is about as Bruce Willis as Bruce Willis can Bruce Willis.
Futuristic John.
Yeah, like the little room that he had there, his little apartment, and like just it's futuristic and just it was a fun movie. It was fun, and then we tried to watch Summer of Sam. With John Leguizamo and like Adrian Brody.
Yeah.
And I think I saw it when it first came out on VHS. That movie sucks. It's like 2.5 hours long, and we watched an hour and a half of it, and there's maybe 10 minutes of Sam. The rest is like John Leguizamo is a hairdresser who can't stop cheating on his wife, and Adrian Brody's a poser punk rocker. It's just so more. It's more about like the city and like the neighborhood like reacting to Summer of Sam. I was like wanting to watch some serial killing.
Summer of Sam is just like the backdrop.
Yeah. It's a Spike Lee joint too.
Oh, never been a huge fan of Spike
and they hit that normally like that's right there on the front of the box.
Or maybe
like,
he hit it.
Maybe, but he's in it too. He's like a news reporter. But we were like an hour and a half in, and I was like, this has to be ending soon. There was like an hour left. And I was like, I can't watch any more of it.
I don't think I've ever seen it.
Oh.
And now I'm never going to.
Okay.
Who was the David?
Oh,
son of Sam?
Is it David Berkowitz?
Yeah.
Like it had the dog barking and like it showed people getting shot in cars.
It was that damn dog that did it.
Yeah. That's the story the dog told him to.
Beasley tells me these things all the time.
Oh, I know.
For me, I don't listen to him.
Oh, lucky for me. I seen how Beasley looks at me. And but then last night we watched the first 3 episodes of From the show you told me about.
Yeah.
Killer show, man.
Yeah, it is.
Like I'm like I don't know how they can keep this momentum up of the first 3 episodes, but like they don't give a fuck about nothing.
No.
Like spoilers, like kids are getting killed.
Oh.
Fucking people getting fucked up.
It gets real fucking weird in season 2.
Wow. Like it's already weird. The first 3 episodes.
Season 3's coming out before too long.
That's what I figured because I was looking at the air dates of season 2, and it was like the last one aired in July of last year.
Yeah, and season 3 looks fucking crazy.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you're in for a fun ride.
You're in.
Yeah.
P.
Yeah, like that. Because one of the opening scenes is that little girl getting like her and her mom basically.
She opens the window and then like they get
pieces.
Like that tough guy sheriff like takes the drunk dad upstairs like look what you did.
Yeah.
And she's just like they're just like nothing
completely
from the bottom
open
the head down. Yeah.
As soon as I saw that, I was like, I'm in.
Yeah. Like let's do this.
Yeah. They were just straight up fucking murdering a mom and daughter.
And I like the monsters that are slow.
Yeah.
You know they're still coming and stuff.
Smiles.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a good show.
Yeah, I liked it. From. So I've been watching that and just living. It's Pride Month.
It is.
It's Juneteenth too.
Juneteenth. We're recording on Juneteenth.
Yep, Pride Month. And so what's the gayest thing that you've ever done?
Oh, had this conversation.
I got 2. Let me. I'll go over mine and let you think. Okay.
I don't know.
Mine is, I don't know if I think I've talked about this on one of our podcasts, but it's like 20 years ago. I was having a dream where I was receiving some fellatio, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And just some rando, like it wasn't anyone I knew. But then when I closed my eyes and when I looked back down, it was Tom Green.
That is.
And like he would not let go. I was like, Tom Green, I do not want this.
He was making noises and like faces.
And and performing fellatio upon me.
Okay.
And then
Joel got fingered.
I woke up. And then the second one is when I was like probably 7th or 8th grade. Like I would always have my 2 buddies, Drew and Bobby, spend the night. We all lived on the same street. And, he'd be up watching TV, and this is before streaming, so you're just flipping through all the channels. And like it went to like PBS or something that had like some sort of yoga thing on it. And like when it first popped on the screen, it was just a butt. And I was like, oh yeah! And then it panned out, it was a dude.
Yeah, got you.
And they just never let me live that down. I'm like, well, it's a nice butt. I don't care.
Yeah, I don't care what it is.
But yeah, all love for the LBGTQ.
Yeah. I don't know. I know, like, as a man in my early 20s, I had a roommate and we had a webcam and talked to a lot of girls. Like, there'd be a couple times where, like, you know, might have to kiss a little bit to get them to do that.
Oh,
weird shit going on.
All right.
Yeah.
Experiment a little bit.
It's all very weird to me that, like, this is a very simplistic thing to say. So, like, this could definitely be taken out of context and twisted and, like, to where I don't have
not on the internet
respect, whatever. But, like, I just find it so crazy that there's even, like, labels on anything.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like, I don't know. It's like, I've never, like, I think it's very good to have.
Yeah, raise awareness.
Awareness
absolutely.
And be knowledgeable and aware that, like, there's people that are, you know, held down and people that are murdered because of how they are. Like, it's all fucked up and crazy. And I just think it's nuts that even has to be a thing. Like, so insane to me that as humans we haven't just got to the point where we're just like, oh yeah, humans are just humans. Like, they just do human shit. And it's weird.
Do your stuff and let me do my stuff.
Yeah, it's all so fucking weird.
Don't fringe upon me.
Yeah, don't tread on me, says police officers now.
Love is love, man.
They're the treaders. Yeah, I don't know. It's all, there's probably shit like that. Like,
okay. So nothing with your hands?
With my hands.
Yet?
With my any phalangical experiences? I don't know. There's just I've had a crazy run in life. I'll say that.
Hell yeah.
So,
hell yeah.
I'll say that much. I've done a lot of shit in my life. So
good for you.
Yeah.
Well, it's Pride Month for you, buddy.
It was
for all of us.
You know, being in professional wrestling locker rooms is one of the gayest things you can do, as far as just, like, the amount of, like, the shit dudes say to each other. Like, it's not, you know, it's not.
It's locker room stuff.
Not homosexual.
Yeah,
yeah. But it's just, like, the same dudes that probably would then be, like, so worried about, like, anybody thinking something of them like that.
Yeah.
Or, like, they're saying shit and, like, just stuff that you would never say, like, in another setting, because people might judge you, like, think that you're gay because you said something like that.
But you're amongst all your peers, friends, and just
my favorite thing ever is, I won't say his name because, I mean, he's out, but I still don't know if I should say his name. But, like, he's in wrestling and is out.
Out of what?
Closet.
Oh, I know. I just being a dick.
You know. But he's open about it.
Yeah.
And but it was just always so funny because, like, he could target who was, like, uncomfortable and, like, maybe had, like, just, you know, prejudices or whatever. And he would just go out of his way to, like,
I love it.
Like, say things and do things, and, like, we would all, of course, get in on it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just I don't know. I just find it all is so weird to me that there's labels and shit.
Yeah. They should just be people.
I mean, we're all just, like, still animals.
Yeah, none of it really matters.
I don't think, like,
who gives a shit?
There's
like in a good way. Like,
I don't think there's deer out there judging each other because, like, the one buck looked at the other buck and was just like,
I mean, Jurassic Park, those female frogs made babies. Or
nature, man.
Nature, it will prevail. So if so this is Pride Month. What should be, you know, the joke, like, oh, what about straight month? What do you think it'd be, like, the first week of football season that month? Would it be the Super Bowl?
No, not because the halftime show.
I think it's the first week of whatever, like September, like the first week of football. I think.
I mean,
our first month of football.
The straightest thing.
And fuck the people that say, like, oh, win straight month.
I think the straightest,
like, as a joke, as a, like,
straightest week would probably be
straightest week.
Whatever the first week of preseason football is.
Yeah.
The dudes that are, like, all in, like,
This is our year.
Football's back.
This is our year.
Yeah, like those dudes that are like, I'm
picked up a backup left guard, man. I think if we got to plug him into the line, slide over the right guard. I'm not too worried about it. I think this is our year.
Yeah, I think that's probably the straightest week of the year.
Hell yeah.
Probably.
I think that's September.
I think so.
August or September.
Because that's bad football. Like, I love football. But, like, if you're... And I get when the first actual, week 1 of the season starts, like, it's a good week. Football's back. Here we go.
Yeah.
If you're in it, though, for the preseason, like... And
I don't play preseason on Madden. I simulate through all that shit.
Well, that's the point.
Yeah.
Just get my guys hurt?
Yeah.
What are we doing?
Okay, yeah. Let the computer
I know what team I have. I've watched them in practice. I watched them in OTAs.
Right,
I know what we're doing. Well, speaking of sexuality and humans and things happening,
it's all fluid, baby.
Have you seen the latest from Ray J, where he's... And when I first saw the headline,
Ray J, of course, first, when you say that name, I've never seen the tape, but he has apparently a sex tape with Kim Kardashian.
Not apparently.
Well, he does. I've never seen it, so I can't say I'm 100% sure. We talked about this off air. I'm 99.9% sure he's got a sex tape with Kim Kardashian. Okay, you've seen it.
Same way, I'm 100% sure you did not give me a copy of Friday. So here's the headline. And when I first read the headline, you're probably gonna have the same reaction as I do.
Okay.
You maybe they have jokes and roll your eyes almost. But Ray J ponders whether sex tape with Kim Kardashian altered the course of humanity. Like, that's putting a lot of importance on your dick. But he might be right. Like, he says...
Tommy and Pam done altered that before Ray J and Kim.
That was definitely... Yeah. I mean, that's like... But
One Night in Paris, I think, was even before that.
That was probably right around. I don't know which one came out first.
Okay.
But so he was on.
Check your shelf.
He was on Club Shay Shay.
Yeah. That's the Shannon Sharp. Okay.
Yeah, and he basically wondered if that tape had like a ripple effect on humanity. So, he says, how different would we all be? How different would this whole fucking thing be? How different would this industry be? Everything would be different.
See, I've never seen it, so maybe that's why I can say I would be the exact same, no matter what.
So there might not be any OnlyFans and all the things like that. All those opportunities, probably more people would be going to college. I don't know about that part. But,
what else is that guy from? He was like an actor, right?
Yeah.
Or was he in, is that Brandy's brother?
Yeah.
All right, it's all coming back to me. The WB, they had that Brandy show, and I think he played their brother, right? And it was, in real life, their brother sister, too.
Yeah. He's the younger brother of Brandy.
Was he an Immature, the band?
Maybe.
Maybe.
That was like a fake band, right?
No, it was a real band. It was like a boy band from the 90s.
Oh, probably.
Immature.
Yeah, let me see.
Allegedly, I had a couple of their CDs. I was into them.
It's the gayest thing you've ever done.
How dare you!
Let's see.
Tom Green sucked my dick! In a dream!
You wish. He was... he was on For the Love of Ray J.
Okay, yeah, there's a little dating show.
Yeah.
Good for him.
Discography, here we go. I don't think he was.
Okay, that's probably racist on my part.
I think he just had his own shit.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so. But
I think it definitely probably helped make the Kardashian name more famous. And that definitely led to some shit. But you didn't alter.
But I think it did put more
talentless people out there.
Yeah, I think it put more focus on I think it kind of created the influencer thing, because
Cash Me Outside, how about that?
The Kardashians were already loaded.
Yeah.
But that immediately made the Kardashians, the most
Kim,
talked
at
about.
least, and then the rest of them just clung on to that.
I think it did a lot for reality TV, a lot for the influencer thing. I really do think it has more of an impact than I initially, like, when I read the headline.
Yeah. And did they release that? I don't even know the story.
It's...
Because I know, like, Hulu did a whole thing about the Pam and Tommy tape. And I've never seen the tape. I never watched the Hulu show. But, I mean, everyone knew about the tape.
Ray J, he states that Kris Jenner played a part in orchestrating the release of it. And there's also always been rumors that, like, it was basically the Kardashian family themselves that released it because they kind of knew it would get.
Yeah.
But then, like, there was even a plot line on the Kardashians where Kim learns that Ray J's former manager Whack 100 was threatening to release more footage. So I mean, they got like TV time out of this.
Oh yeah.
And then it was actually
we're talking about now. When was that? 20 years ago or more?
Something like that.
15 years ago.
And then that same episode, it was actually Kanye West. He actually bought all of the footage and delivered it to her in New York. That way it couldn't be released.
What a romantic gesture! You think they watched it together?
Well, all of the footage that he bought that was threatening to be released, none of that contained any nudity. It was just like random shit of like Ray J and Kim like wandering around or whatever. Anyways, yeah. That was definitely 2003.
Wow, 21
Released
years ago.
in 2007. He's got a new single out, Throwing Stacks.
Oh.
So he's 43 years old now.
Wow, I'm older than Ray J. Thanks.
So that's probably why he is saying this stuff now, because throwing stacks, got to get out there.
He probably had to throw stacks to get on that show.
Also, in the media news, I learned that Tubi outperformed Disney Plus, Peacock, and Max.
Really? Wow.
Tubi, which I use all the time.
It's a free one, right?
It's free.
Yeah.
It's got ads, but it's free, and the ads are not that they're not that annoying, they're not that intrusive.
It's not like the same ad over and over again.
It's not the same one.
We're like, you know what? Hardee's might not be bad right now.
Like, for the tweet that I got blocked on X for 24 hours, where I said that I hope everyone involved in the
the continual use of the same advertisement or something.
Whatever. Yeah, because that was fucking annoying. That was on Max. But yeah, Tubi's got like the biggest library of stuff ever too. Like going back, I mean, just really old movies, new movies. They got originals now. The genres are awesome. Where like it lists stuff out how they have it listed. Like right now, you can go in there and find like there's a 70s horror genre, 70s comedy.
Can you get
horror,
Tubi with no ads? Can you pay to have it ad free?
I'm pretty sure you can't.
All right.
I don't think you have to have an account.
I don't think
if you want to like keep like a list of like stuff to watch, you make an account. But I think otherwise you don't even have to have an account. You just go to Tubi.
And they outperformed Max, you said, Hulu.
So yeah, with in May they had an average of 1 million viewers. So I guess that's for the month. But that's more than Disney Plus had, and a lot more than Peacock's, Max, and Paramount Plus.
Disney Plus, come on.
But there's a lot of shit on Tubi that like is on Netflix and other stuff, and then it's just on Tubi for free if you don't mind the ads.
I don't give a fuck about ads.
Yeah.
So sometimes you go to a YouTube video and it's like a 30-second ad, and you're like, I can't do this. I'll back it out.
I do
and
have
press
YouTube
it again.
Premium. I will not deal with YouTube ads. I won't do it. I can't.
Speaking of
YouTube videos aren't long enough. So like, if you're going to be doing, because like I watch. A lot of the channels I watch, the videos are typically 15, 20, 30 minutes tops. Yeah. And then the way I always do it is like, depending on what I'm feeling that night, I'll just hit play. If you go to the channel, you can just hit play mix, and it's just a random off the videos I've uploaded. So if like I had to watch ads every
it's a lot of kitten
time,
videos.
No, thank you. Yeah. So what are you going to say?
May, which of course is Justin Timberlake. It's going to be May.
Yeah.
Which is Justin Timberlake getting pulled over in a 2025 BMW. I'm sorry, are you from the future? It's 2024, Mr. Timberlake. Did you see what was in his system? Molly.
Was it meth?
I thought.
No, Molly, Coke.
There's something else I've never heard of. But he had a lot of stuff in there.
Then I guess he was like, saying like as the cop was arresting him, like this is going to ruin the tour, and the cop was like, "What are you talking about? What tour?"
The mugshot is just like
his
the mugshot.
Eyes are so
dreamy.
Hazy, I guess.
Yeah.
Foggy.
Bringing Foggy back.
Wasn't one of his albums like Future Sex Sounds or something? Was that him?
I don't know. Man of the Woods is one of my favorite albums overall.
He looks rough in that picture.
He's got the gray coming through his beard. And this is karma from Britney. He did Britney dirty, and this is his karma now.
Apparently, he's done quite a few people dirty.
This isn't going to affect him at all.
No.
I mean, not. It sucks. He definitely shouldn't be doing it. People could get hurt. He could hurt other people.
Why?
How do you not have anybody?
Rich fuckers, celebrities. Why are they driving?
Yeah. I mean, you can pay someone, but I guarantee there's 100 people that would line up just to drive them around for free. Yeah. I'm sure 99 of them are going to be the most annoying people in the world, but find the one you can live with and just take advantage of them. That's what rich people do. Yeah, they take advantage of the poor.
Well, they had drivers.
He should. Especially at what time was it? Does it say? Can you bring that up? When was he arrested? Yeah, I think he was released without bond. They were just like, okay.
Let me see. Okay.
Jessica Biel showed up with however many kids they have.
Sometime early Tuesday morning.
All right.
Wait. Sag Harbor Police Department said Tuesday afternoon statement that an officer pulled Timberlake over in a 2025 BMW just after 12:30 a.m. local time, after he was observed driving through a stop sign without stopping and failing to maintain his lane of travel.
Can't stop, won't stop.
Where did I see that at?
I saw Molly and probably weed. I mean, probably not even weed. They probably don't even put that in press releases.
Traces of Molly, poppers.
Poppers? What the fuck?
Truvada and Coke.
Like the appetizers? Like jalapeno poppers?
Yes.
And what was the one before Coke?
Truvada. Let me see what that is.
That sounds like a travel website.
Yeah. What?
And are poppers like uppers?
Truvada is a brand name for the fixed dose combination antiretroviral medication, something big words, which is used to treat and prevent HIV/AIDS.
Huh? What?
Oh wait, no.
Timberlake got the HIV?
Okay, wait. But this is saying no, he didn't have any of that. Rumors swirled online about what may have been his blood system at the time. This is according to thepinknews.com.
All right.
I'm going to assume it's legitimate news.
That's a caller.
The original. Oh, okay. So the original story or post on X, Twitter, if you will.
Yeah, I won't. It's
that said he had traces of Molly, poppers, Truvada, and Coke in his bloodstream. That came from an account called The Poo Crave, which is a satirical account that spoofs the widely followed entertainment account Pop Crave. Molly is a slang term for MDMA ecstasy, yep. Coke is cocaine, and Truvada is an HIV/AIDS medication. So
what the fuck are poppers?
Poppers are the colloquial name for amyl nitrate, a popular liquid drug in the gay community that can give an instant high when inhaled.
Well, it's Pride Month. Okay.
That's what Steve-O was. I'm pretty sure he was big on them.
Was that the thing from Always Sunny in Philadelphia where remember Mac and Charlie had it?
Kind of the same thing.
When he was in the wedding dress, he's like, let me have the last one.
Yeah.
And they wrecked the car into the... It's probably just like an adrenaline boost in it or something. Okay.
Yeah. They also relax the anal muscles, which is why they're big
okay.
In the yeah, I think you could you used to be able to get them at gas stations and shit. They just come in little bottles. They're just little tiny bottles.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you just open them and inhale it in.
Then when it's empty, you shove it up your ass because it's so relaxed.
Yeah, you do one and then you shove the rest up there.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so apparently that's not true. He didn't have any of that.
Okay.
He was just drunk.
Or is that what Timberlake media wants you to think?
Yeah, I bet the Pink News is ran by Timberlake.
If it was the denim news, definitely. Because remember when he wore all denim? That one time 30 years ago. Yeah.
And then he sang that song about a box.
Yeah.
Putting his dick in it.
And he took out Janet Jackson's titty.
Yeah.
At the Super Bowl.
Did he actually take it out or?
Well, he reached over, kind of have you naked by the end of this song, and then he reached over and like,
okay.
hello.
That was a big moment in TV too.
Yeah, that was the Panthers versus the Patriots.
Oh,
yep.
That's good memory.
Hey, football.
You didn't give me Friday 13th though.
I did. Football and Timberlake, man.
So, speaking of big events,
okay.
Did you watch Clash at the Castle over the weekend?
I watched some of it. And I napped through some of it.
Okay. So, what are your like? What? So
I'm apparently I don't like to smoke weed because it makes me tired. Years old now.
Oh yeah.
And that may or may not have happened Saturday.
That you might have some narcolepsy.
Yeah.
You fall asleep pretty quick.
I do.
Yeah.
And then I breathe awful when I'm sleeping.
On trips, you're out.
I'm and I snore and it's bad.
You curl up in a little ball. And
it's
adorable.
Stop
really.
breathing.
You purr a little bit.
Every time I stop breathing, you're like, come on, let this be the one.
You open the doors just shove you out. Because I'm not dealing with that shit.
But I saw more than I missed probably.
So did you see AJ versus Cody?
I saw AJ. Yep.
So what'd you think of that?
I liked it. I didn't understand. The mom seemed really lost and confused.
Okay.
Because he was like, should I do it again? And she just is like, yeah.
Kill that man. You can murder him for all I care.
Murder him, yeah.
Yeah, that one
crowd was insane.
Probably my least favorite match of the night.
Yeah.
I thought it was...
I don't like I Quit matches.
For Cody and AJ, I expected way more. To me, it felt like this could have been on SmackDown.
Yeah.
How about Bianca, Jade Cargill?
I slept a lot through that.
Baszler.
I woke up to see the Scottish girls winning.
Yeah. Pretty good match.
Yeah. I guess Jade botched a good bit. I missed.
She went to do a springboard.
The top rope was loose, though. I did see where the ref told AJ, he pulled down on the rope. Yeah.
Chad Gable versus Sami Zayn.
Ooh, slept through a lot of that.
I think that was match of the night, easily for me.
I watched some highlights. It looked pretty good.
My only issue with it was the referee did one of my biggest pet peeves in pro wrestling.
Did he kiss one of the guys on the cheek?
No, that's not my.
That shows favoritism. You insist upon it.
Adorable. No, he did the thing where
after you get the pinfall, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, that would be cute.
Tussle the hair. You did it, buddy.
Or kiss the loser.
Yeah. I think
next time.
Maybe both.
Tussle their hair.
Like the winner gets a kiss on the cheek, and the loser gets a forehead kiss.
Yeah, there you go. It gets tucked in.
A little tap on the butt.
I thought you were tugging.
Oh no! You'll know when I'm tugging.
Tug job after he loses. No. Just to make him feel better. Well, you lost. But here's this. No, the referee did the thing where he knows this isn't the finish. So 1, 2, and instead of trusting that Sami Zayn is going to kick out before 3, because Sami Zayn's a goddamn professional, he does the thing where he throws his arm forward.
Yeah.
It was so close. But he does it before Sami actually kicked out, so it just looks stupid.
Yeah.
And I'm just trust that Sami Zayn knows what the fuck.
Did you yell at the TV?
Yeah, a little bit. I did. Yeah, it really bothers me. It's that little shit that really bothers me at wrestling.
I did like it on Raw last week. They were having a monster match. They're talking about monsters in match because Braun was out there. It's because they're saying the referees' names again too.
Yeah.
And they said Cole said whichever one looked like vampire.
Yeah.
He's like, well, it's ironic or whatever because referee blah 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 looks like Dracula.
Yeah.
I laughed so much at that.
Piper Niven versus Bayley.
I woke up for part of that and I was like, back to sleep.
It was good. I thought they should have. I was surprised. I didn't think they should have. I was surprised Piper didn't win the belt.
Yeah, I didn't figure she would. And then I saw Chelsea get kicked out and then came back out with the mask.
Yeah.
But didn't really leave
once
anything.
Fire and Dawn won the tag titles.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, well that's
the
one
feel
Scottish
good.
team.
Yeah.
And then Drew versus Damian Priest, main event.
I watched most of that. I saw Damian try to go over the top rope and about tore his leg off.
Scary.
But but no, then I woke up and I got in the shower, so I missed the CM Punk thing. But I figured that was happening.
So yeah, and everybody's internet wrestling marks or the most. Like,
listen up, nerds.
Be mad about the ref thing. Like that's a simple thing that the ref should know better than. Damian Priest slipping on the fucking top rope because it was loose and almost like losing a leg.
Yeah.
And they're all on there like talking about how shitty he is and like, and everybody's pissed because Drew lost in Scotland.
Yeah.
So like, if I was booking a show, I would never put a hometown guy in a title match unless it was like going to make sense for him to win it.
Mm-hmm.
If you're only booking him to win because he's in front of his home, then what do you do afterwards? Like,
every match is going to be back there.
Yeah. And you only now book title wins in people's hometowns.
That
like,
makes it kind of obvious, too.
And then the CM Punk thing, of course CM Punk was going to fuck him over.
Yeah.
Like, that's what this whole story's been. Like,
I like the camera angle they did where it was like, you just saw the ref
like, you
slide
know it's
in.
Punk, but you don't know yet. Yeah, I thought it was a great...
I like how they made up for the leg thing. Like, you know, Drew was like, well, shit, I can't win it with them tied up in the ropes. And then he, like,
and Drew,
after hitting him some, and, like...
Like, I thought Drew did great, like, at, like, making sure he was okay.
Yeah.
And then, like, hitting him. And
they just yanked him up to get the foot out, too.
Yeah.
This ain't ballet, pal.
But then the next night on Raw, or not, I guess it was
2 nights later.
2 nights later. On Raw, so Drew McIntyre quits.
Yep.
He quit. And
I hope he shows up in TNA for a match or something like that.
No, he might.
Just because they seem to have a relationship. They definitely have a relationship going on with TNA.
But then the show ends with
murder.
So like Chad Gable's dead, right?
A lot of people are dead.
Like Gunther, I think, was in there.
Yeah, some just backstage production people.
Like, but they all had bullet shots to the head.
That's what it looked like. Blood
there was blood
splatter
splatter on the wall behind their heads. So
I mean, I don't understand how what else Chad Gable's injury could be.
So how are you booking?
I have
the next Raw.
I'm excited about this Wyatt thing just because I like Bray Wyatt.
Yeah.
But he lost every feud he was in.
Yeah.
He had interesting stuff, but it was half interesting, half over the top too much for me. And this is already starting off as way too much. So I would love him to come out and Raw like, this is the new Dexter Lumis. Like, don't try to hide their past identities because like the fans are just gonna shit all over that. Because everybody wants to be the smartest guy in the room. So they're actually that's Joe Gacy, that's Dexter Lumis, that's Bo Dallas. You know, like
you got Siri talking back to you.
Oh, Siri, what?
So kind of like what they tried to do with what was that group that was around for 5 seconds?
Retribution.
Yeah, maybe.
With like Mustafa Ali as the leader.
Yeah,
it was
they just tried to pretend like those weren't who they like.
Yeah,
that's not who those people were.
Yeah.
I would kind of like it though if like they just have like they open Raw Monday night with like Adam Pearce like being questioned by the police.
Yeah.
And like they're being like they treat it like a real fucking thing that happened, like where all the wrestlers are like, fuck, we're not like Adam Pearce is like, I'm sorry, this Monday night
after all those people were killed, nobody wants to show up.
Nobody showed up for work.
Yeah.
Like, because there's a chance that you're going to be murdered.
Or they could do that and like bring in outside people, but like so we had to bring in
these TNA guys.
Yeah. Or just people
like, we'll do whatever.
D'Lo Brown's back for one match, everybody.
That would actually be.
I mean, they like
just who's willing to take a chance.
I think they need to have them talk sooner than later. Maybe another week or two of this kind of stuff.
Yeah, I hope they don't drag it on.
I just don't know what, because like I feel like they're going towards so much more realism now.
Yeah.
Than ever before.
Like I don't think we need 6 weeks of backstage attacks.
Yeah.
And
act like we don't know who any of these people are and stuff like that. Like it's Rowan. He has the sledgehammer.
It is.
Yeah, it's a big 7-foot guy. Like that's who it is. Like we're not stupid. And
I kind of dig it though. Like I just hope, like you said, I hope that they.
But then who of that group is going for a title? Is it gonna be Bo Dallas? I haven't seen Bo Dallas wrestle a match I didn't watch Bo Dallas wrestle when he was.
Bo Dallas.
Him and that guy, that tag team, like the B team, that was awful. Like it was just, I knew they were trying for stuff, you know what I mean? But
I think that's the thing too.
I guess he's been away long enough though, so I guess they could bring him back kind of strong.
Well, like you were saying, how Bray Wyatt lost like pretty much every feud he had.
Yeah.
Like there is it was the same thing with the Undertaker. There's a very hard balancing act of like how do we preserve this guy's character, his aura.
And Undertaker, that was when there were all characters.
Yeah.
I mean, these people, the new characters, just like basically like amplified who you are.
Yeah, if you,
I mean, there's no other, real.
Who's the dumpster Grossi?
It's Ricochet. He's not like, he's not like they don't.
Well,
have,
he's dead.
They don't. I know, but
they're
not calling him like Maverick, and he comes out in like, like a pilot suit or something,
Mechanic money.
They had a race car driver in the goddamn 90s.
Yeah, they did.
They just, I don't know. There's characters in time where characters aren't really around, but maybe that could be what helps it.
We'll see. I don't know. I mean, I think WWE's in a very good place right now.
Yeah.
But I do, like, everybody, because it's all, of course, AEW versus WWE. Like, all the, people can talk shit about AEW, so then they get shit on because, well, you must be a WWE mark.
Yeah.
If you talk shit about WWE, you're just an AEW.
You don't have to talk shit. Like, if you just say anything about WWE, like, well, in AEW, blah, blah, blah. Or, if it's like something positive AEW, like, they'll show a picture of a half-empty arena and, like, talk about WWE.
I'm a fan of both companies. Yeah. I have criticism of both. I think AEW does a lot of stupid shit, like, more often. And, like, I expect WWE to do stupid shit. And I always, like, thought AEW would be better. Like, I was like, you guys have learned from the past. Like, but everybody's bitching because, like, there wasn't a whole lot of wrestling on Monday night.
Yeah.
But I don't, like, how do people still not get that WWE is, like, it's a soap opera?
Yeah.
Like, I like when WWE has engaging stories. It's like I'm watching a TV show.
I thought the Sammy Braun Sheamus Braun was really good. I mean, they did have some matches, but yeah, 3 hours, they probably had an hour of wrestling.
Yeah, but to me, that's fine. Like, then I'll watch AEW, and it'll be pretty solid 2 hours of wrestling if I want just, straight up. But I like stories. It's a TV show. There should be drama. There should be all the elements of a TV show.
TNT knows drama.
Well, right now, Swerve and Will Ospreay are staring at each other. There's a lot of drama going on in the ring right now.
Oh wow! You're looking right past me at the TV.
That match is gonna be pretty badass, I think.
I don't know why they have it. So who's gonna win that?
I don't know. Like, because I'm kind of worried they're gonna put the belt on Ospreay already because he's so hot. But
I like Swerve, man.
Then they tend to do this where a guy's super over, and then they just forget about him.
I think this would be a good. I would like to drag this out a little bit and maybe have Swerve turn heel again. He was such a good heel. Yeah. I mean, he's like basically doing the same stuff, but the crowds just got behind him now. But
yeah, and they've kind of just like. I'm glad he's actually in a feud now where, like, yeah, if him and Will could have a good story because so far Swerve hasn't really been involved in a whole lot as a champion.
Did a little bit with Christian, but that didn't. That was just one match basically.
Like AEW's main focus right now is on their like secondary women's champion.
Wrestling.
The boss. The CEO.
Oh yeah.
Whatever the fuck she is.
That's when I turned the channel.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
I have no. Yeah.
I was a fan of Sasha Banks. I'm not a fan of her AEW. Like, it seems so like WWE. I think did a very good job of like. I wish
Jade was dating AEW. Sasha Banks.
I love Jade at WWE. I think she's gonna like do a lot better there. WWE just has their stars feel like celebrities.
Yeah.
Like they feel like
they have the whole machine behind them.
They do. They have a giant corporate machine behind them, like making them celebrities. Where AEW, everybody just kind of just like it's a big indie.
Yeah.
It's kind of what it feels like. But yeah. So what do I know? I don't write for TV. I'd like to. But I think we're gonna start a. So if you guys are interested, we're gonna be putting out some videos soon, putting out a promo code and all that. But if you're into energy drinks or pre-workouts or whatever, we're going to be a affiliate of Dubby, DUBBY. You can go to dubby.gg. Which is a weird email or weird address. But yeah, you can get energy, pre-workout powder, energy drinks, stuff like that, and we'll have a code soon for 10% off. Help your boys out with making some money to put back into the podcast.
Yeah,
we're doing videos and stuff on that soon. But yeah, definitely make sure you're sharing and all that stuff for us to kind of take a next step up and set up some sponsorship, things like that. Like, we only need like 100 some listens on Spotify per month.
Yeah.
That's it. That seems very doable.
Yeah.
So, and the more we get, the better we can do, which means the less possible time we like have to do other things we don't want to do, and we can like make video content and do cool things. So help us out.
We're just free flowing now.
Spread the word.
We're just free flowing and talking about everything.
Yeah.
Dubby.gg.
Yeah.
DUBBY.
Speaking of very dumb things, this is the last thing I've really got. But what would you think? So all war is stupid. Clearly, like the reason for war is always the dumbest shit ever. But like, if you could imagine, like, what's the dumbest reason to go to war? What would it be?
The dumbest. I mean, they're all, like you said, all the reasons are dumb. But I guess like land, maybe. I don't even know. Yeah, land.
What about the sea? More specifically, what about something in the sea?
Sharks?
Close.
Electric boats?
I offer to you there's plenty more that are very comparable, but one of the dumbest wars I've ever heard of.
Okay.
Took place between 1961 to 1963 between Brazil and France, and it is known as the Lobster War. Also known as the Lobster Operation.
Was it about lobster?
It was about lobsters.
Man,
so
I'm a history buff.
The Brazilian government refused to allow French fishing vessels to catch spiny lobsters.
I thought we talked about this on maybe.
I don't think we did.
Okay.
We've talked about some other we talked about the Emu War.
Maybe that's what I'm.
Emu War. We talked about the Egg War, I think.
Okay.
We'll talk about some dumb wars.
Okay, so maybe
this one though. So they would not let them. The French.
Let's hear this tale. Lobster tail?
I got it.
Huh?
Yeah.
Let's start a war between us.
Don't do all you can eat though, or you're gonna go the way of Red Lobster.
Yeah. Are they closing?
Yeah.
That's what Kylie said, but like we keep driving by and it's still open.
That one's I'm pretty sure closed.
Oh, really?
Most of them are closed.
Oh, okay.
Did
they let the lobsters out of the tank or just leave them there?
I think they just let them go.
Lobsters like, y'all coming back? Like, what's happening?
Yeah. They just give them the keys to the door.
Yeah.
Good luck, guys.
You won.
Yeah, most of the restaurants are selling off. Like, you can buy all their stuff.
I just want the Cheddar Bay biscuit. I'd go to Red Lobster and be like, can I have chicken tendies?
Yeah, I think I've ate at Red Lobster one time in my whole life. I think I got chicken tendies too. So the French maintained that since lobsters swim, they should be able to be caught by any fishing vessel in the country.
Okay. Brazil, you have the floor.
So basically, France, in the early 60s, France had lost all of its colonies on the African continent, and consequently lost maritime areas where it exploited and dominated fishing. That put the French's stock of lobsters in jeopardy. Now, I don't know about you, but that's the last thing I would ever want, is my lobster stock to be...
Oh, yeah. They've already been beaten down pretty low.
So, with the shortage, there was increased interest from fishermen at the fishing port of Camaret on the northwest coast of France and the Brazilian northeast, and the lobsters that lived there. So, the French sent some people there, do some lobster fishing. Brazil did not like this, and the Brazilian government put a stop to it really quick, saying, hey, these are our lobsters. You can't have them.
Claws off.
Later that year, in November, France once again requested authorization to do some lobster fishing. This time, the authorization was granted because there was a new president in France. So then the French continued to fish.
So France got a new president. He's like, no, actually, you can't get lobsters from Brazil. Don't worry about what they say.
Then, so throughout the 1962, there was a diplomatic dispute between the two countries. Brazil claimed that lobsters were in their exclusive economic zone, while France relied on the 1958 Geneva Convention, which established guidelines for high seas fishing.
All right.
Which...
You gotta have guidelines.
I find it odd that took place at the Geneva Convention. So... there was negotiations or whatever. France argued that the lobster moved from one place to another by jumping, and therefore should be considered as a fish and not a resource. As Commander Paulo de Castro of the Brazilian Navy, stated, though, that argument was weak because he said, by analogy, if a lobster is a fish because it moves by jumping, then a kangaroo is a bird.
Like, you want to hunt kangaroo? What? That's Australia. We don't have kangaroos.
So
we have mimes. Do you want a mime?
The French kept showing up to try to do it. Finally, Brazil basically just sends its navy out to put an end to this shit. But then, as the Brazilian warships approached, the fishermen, this prompted the French Navy to, show a little bit of force back. They sent destroyers and an aircraft carrier into the Atlantic Ocean to escort the fishing boats into the Brazilian.
I feel like all that would just scare the lobster.
And in the end, though, 1963, the French withdrew their ships from the coast. There was
like, you know what? Eating lobster is just so much work. It's good. Like I've had lobster recently. Kylie's made it, and I love lobster, but it's so much work.
Well, so the end of the war basically took place December 10th, 1964, when Brazil and France reached a solution. They would allow the fishing, the exploitation of lobsters by French ships in limited quantity and time, but share the profits. So in the end, the lobsters were the biggest losers still.
Yeah.
They did not have a say in this at all.
How about y'all? Both y'all just leave us alone.
Not at one point did either of the countries say, "What do you guys think?
Yeah.
Who do you want to go with?"
That's exactly what they should do. Put a lobster on a beach.
Yeah.
They can either walk towards the French, towards the Brazil, or just go back in the water.
Yeah, the lobsters like, nah.
The French are like sitting there smoking cigarettes with like their little berets on.
Kangaroos.
Brazils are like all waxing each other and they're like, who you want to live with? That's what I know about Brazil and France. Playing soccer, waxing each other.
I think that's pretty much Brazil.
Yeah.
I think you nailed it. Doing jiu-jitsu.
French like smoking cigarettes, doing mime shit with like berets on. Also with croissants.
So yeah, I think we could do like a whole series of just dumbest wars.
Oh, there's no good war.
No. I mean, famous song about it.
There is?
Mm-hmm. I'm not going to sing it, but...
What is it good for? Absolutely nothing.
See, that said everything. Like, they said it then.
Just play that.
Still doing it.
I know. Still ever the war, man.
Absolutely ridiculous.
Like, are there, like, wars over religion?
Most.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like my imaginary friend in the sky...
Yeah,
is way better than your imaginary. Well, I have 7 imaginary friends.
We
in the
basically
sky.
have the same imaginary friend, but mine is slightly different.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna murder all.
And there's
of you.
4 of them as opposed to your 1.
Yeah. Sometimes 4. Sometimes there's like 9.
Yeah.
Depends on which translation.
Either way, I gotta kill you.
Either way, I'm slaughtering everybody because of this slight difference in thought. So that'll show you.
Yeah.
That my God's better.
You'll believe in my God once you're dead.
All right. Well, I'm gonna assume that when you get home tonight, you're gonna think about that sweet Tom Green action.
I was thinking about you and your roommate kissing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, whatever.
Now, let's see. Is there anything in here you could like reenact that with, other than me? Bowling ball. Kiss the bowling ball, like just the thumb hole. And then, like, let me just show me how that.
You silly man.
Bowling ball has 3 holes. You gonna go all 3 holes?
No. I mean, we're plugging that thing up.
Oh, airtight.
Yeah, no. Plus, like, you could always do if you really needed to. You do the old pro wrestling trick, and you put your thumb on that person's lips.
Yeah.
But it still looks like you're grabbing.
Oh yeah. And listen, I told you that Tom Green thing, like, as an ally, so don't use that against me.
I wouldn't.
All right? It was a dream. You can't control your dreams.
Have no issue whatsoever.
And this is like I said, this is 20, 25 years ago.
I just find it hilarious.
This is before I even knew who Tom Green was.
I just find it absurdly hilarious to think about looking down all of a sudden, and there's Tom Green's face, like making like a kissy face at your dick. Is what I would imagine he'd be doing.
Yeah. It was very Tom Greenish.
Yeah. There's no way anything Tom Green ever does could be sexy.
No.
Yeah.
And
it would just be goofy as shit, and I would be laughing. It'd be the funniest blowjob of my life. Hands down, top 3.
Pants down.
Pants down, hands up. Top 3 funniest blowjobs of my life.
Yep. Well, dreams, man.
Who was his buddy?
Oh, Glenn.
Was Glenn there in the...
No, Glenn wasn't there.
Is Glenn in the room now? Glenn Lipkiss?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
Tom Green show.
Glenn... like Dumpkiss?
It was a weird last name. Some Canadian last name.
Fucking
and I remember he didn't like pennies, so Tom, like...
Humplick.
What?
Humplick. Yeah.
That sounds like... Yeah, Humplick.
He made him eat pennies?
Something like that. Put pennies... Made him put pennies in his mouth or something like that.
There was a teacher I had in 7th grade, I think. 8th grade, maybe. And he was like a... I mean, and I never, just for the record, I never took part in this. But looking back, like, it's honestly more horrific. Because I didn't do it at the time because I was like, this seems shitty. But, like, looking back, it's even more horrific when you consider what could have happened. But he was a veteran. And he had, like, a thing, I don't know how the fuck you even find out about this, but, like, if you rubbed coins together in the class, like, it would, like, it really bothered him.
Yeah.
Like, there's like if vacuum's running, if I'm running a vacuum, it's fine. If anybody else is running a vacuum in my vicinity, I get mad, I get angry, I can't help it. Like it just immediately sends me like where I have to like leave the area.
It really sucks for you, doesn't it?
Blows. No, wait, that's not what they do. But yeah, so if you rub coins together, it would like freak him out. Like he would have like it was noticeably having an effect on him.
Yeah.
And like to think, and then like what's really bad is like, so apparently my mom was a bully though, because I remember telling her about this like not too long ago, and she had the same teacher, and her friend definitely did that.
Oh yeah.
To bother him. But that means years of this happening to this guy.
And how many people? It was all word of mouth that like years had like there's a teacher there.
How does that shit travel?
That's why you never tell anybody anything.
You should definitely never have a podcast.
He talked about it on a podcast.
Yeah, like that dude could have easily snapped, and whether he did anything to anybody in the classrooms would be one thing, but like that dude could have killed himself. Like he could have just eventually had it. Like just one day, just been like, "Fuck this shit." These little sons of bitches and their fucking coins.
Dude, I did it right there in front of him too. Like, oh, is that funny?
Oh, yeah,
Just put a barrel in my mouth and pull the trigger.
Kids are so fucking like awful.
Teach them a lesson.
I don't remember anybody I went to school with really. I did not want to be in school.
I respected teachers, except the ones I didn't.
Yeah, I just didn't want to be there like enough to care to like be an asshole.
Yeah.
Like
I feel like like. If you're a bully to teachers, you're probably a bully to kids, and I wasn't a bully. I got bullied, so I was the bullied.
That's interesting, because bully,
Because I don't think like bullied kids are like, I'll pick on the teacher, I'll turn this around.
Maybe some.
I don't think so.
Probably not now.
No.
But I mean, at one point,
I was the meekest motherfucker.
I just didn't care. I just didn't want to be there. I just showed up, got through the day.
Like it was office space for you.
It was. I did not like the least amount of interaction possible.
Like you're gonna fail this class, like all right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I almost failed I got an F one year in science, and everybody was freaking out, and I was just like.
I went to summer school 3 straight years. I only graduated because like a teacher liked me. And like was like, I'm gonna pass you anyway. I
could have. I had good grades without trying.
I tried and couldn't. Yeah. I had an open book test. And I still got like a C- on it. The answers are right there.
Well, they're hard to find sometimes.
I couldn't find them at all.
Because then you go into like kind of a panic mode where you're looking for them.
Yeah.
And you get stuck on one that you're trying to find. You can't find it. Next thing you know, like you're down.
I get so overwhelmed still. I've always been like that.
Yeah.
It's fun.
not so much.
Nope.
All right. Well, you got anything else before we get out of here?
I blew it all.
Right all over Tom Green's face.
No! If there was no completion in the dream.
Well, that's your problem.
I've been blue ball for 20-some years.
That's what's going on with you. You need to get a hold of Tom.
Listen.
Tom.
I don't like this any more than you do.
I got a funny idea for a video, Tom.
This is going to hurt me way more than it hurts you.
Yeah, you can cry. It's fine. I will be.
I feel like Tom Green would do it too, just for the joke.
Imagine if we could get Tom Green in a video where you're waking up, and it's your point of view, and you look down. You're like, Tom, what are you doing?
Not again!
And he's just like, beep, boop, 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 making weird noises and things.
Yeah, he would.
Whatever that weird thing he did in Freddy Got Fingered, where he's...
It was all weird.
Something about sausages.
And Stealing Harvard, that was a movie. Yeah, Jason Lee.
Yeah. All right. Well, may all of your fantasies be as good.
It's not fantasy. It was a dream.
Yeah, same thing. Same thing.
Happy Pride Month, everybody.
I hope I have a dream now about Glenn Humplick.
Oh.
And then we can get a hold of them both and be like, guys.
He might be dead.
He might be.
Yeah.
I'm not going to look it up.
Nah.
I don't want to know.
I don't want the truth.
I'd rather just pretend.
You can't handle the truth.
All right. Yeah, happy Pride Month. Happy Juneteenth.
Yep. Let us know what you think straight month is.
Yeah, I'm sticking with mine. First week of preseason football.
Yeah, that's what.
And that's the straightest week of the year.
That's what me and Kylie decided on because I ran this by her. I asked her. I was like, man, well, I sound insensitive because it's a joke, you know?
Right.
Because I don't really think there should be a straight Pride Month.
No, God, no.
And when's the White History Month? Well, Earl, that's every other day of the year.
You wouldn't remember any fucking thing from it, Earl. So, you didn't learn anything about it in school. Why the fuck would you learn anything about it?
Shut up, Earl!
And what would, white pride, what would that even, straight month, what would that even look like?
Mayonnaise?
Just be... again, the normal response is yeah, every other day of the year is straight. Because how would it be any different? I know there was a bar. I saw a story not long ago about a bar, probably in Texas. I don't know. Maybe it was probably there where they were having straight Pride Night, and if you showed up, I forget what it was. If you showed up, if wearing something specific or whatever, you got a free. Which I was like, having a fucking dress code for your fancy event is pretty gay. And I forget exactly what it was now. But
no left earrings.
Whatever the requirement was that got you a free drink, I was like, it's kind of the gayest thing a guy could do is go do that, show how straight he is for a free beer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, just let's drop all the labels. Let's just remember that humans are just
love is love. Nothing matters.
This is all the wild.
Yeah, just.
Burn it all down is what I'm saying.
Live and let live.
Bring it all down.
Live and let live. That's what it comes down to. Oh, burn it all.
Just burn it all down.
Live and let live. I'm living. I'll let you burn it down.
Oh, I like it. Yeah. I like that. Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you for letting me be me.
We're friends.
Yeah.
Kind of.
All right. Let's go get the matches.
All right.
See you later.